All right, I got my coffee, I got my computer. For the next, let's say 10 to 15 minutes, I want you to go on a journey with me. We'll check Bitcoin's price, talk about the most pressing pieces of news in this space. Whether you're a cryptocurrency enthusiast or a cryptocurrency investor, you are going to find value in this video, including some data that I think you're going to be interested in. This is all put together in a nice little spreadsheet, nice little Twitter thread. I think you're going to like this video. And of course, we're going to end with some big picture type stuff. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily, where, of course, you subscribe for our daily videos on everything going on with Bitcoin, crypto, the whole market. Hey, the other day, actually for the past few weeks, you have been asking us, please do more videos about altcoins. We want to talk and learn about altcoins. Well, you asked, we delivered. Make sure you check out our video from yesterday, top 4 altcoin picks. Thought it was really informative. Until then, let's jump to Bitcoin. Let's talk about the price action we have been seeing in the past few days, few hours. So a few days ago, Bitcoin found a local low of about 9,400, about 9,460. And in the past few days, going into the last couple hours, we saw Bitcoin rally up all the way to 10,800. Right now we're consolidating around 10,700. Am I short-term bullish? Not really. I'm at a standstill because, as you can see, ever since late June, ever since our 2019 14,000 Bitcoin price high, we have been in this, I don't know if you want to call it descending triangle, descending channel, this wedge, whatever it is, whatever we have going on right here. You can see that we have not been able to break above this trend line and this resistance, and we have not been able to break below this 9,100 support. So my price is, well, at the moment, it's about 11,700. If we can break this resistance, then I would be short-term bullish. Just like if we break below 9,100, I might be short-term bearish. Until then, we watch, we wait, we hodl, we stack sats. Let's jump to some recent news. So I found this really interesting. This is a Twitter thread. This is, well, I'm going to show you all this data. So it has been revealed the major crypto projects that are faking their Twitter hype. So this isn't opinion, this is data, and I will explain it to you. So this is information and analysis coming to us from the TIE. They do a good job with this kind of stuff. They say, we investigated which cryptocurrencies are the most and least overhyped on crypto Twitter. In other words, which coins are being manipulated the most, which have the most bot accounts tweeting about them, and which have the most inflated engagement. So we're going to go over this. And also, they kind of explain and break down how you can recognize a Twitter bot. So it's really interesting stuff. So let's just start at the beginning. What they use is something that they coined the hype to activity ratio. This measures the number of tweets each crypto has per 1 million in trading volume. Across the 450 cryptos that they investigated, there were an average of 1.02 tweets per 1 million in volume. That was the average. We used 30-day averages for tweets and trading volume. So let's start. Let's start with the least overhyped cryptos. Which coins have the lowest number of tweets per 1 million in trading volume? And you can see the least overhyped right here. Of course, Tether is number one. Nobody's tweeting about Tether. Nobody's looking for Tether gains. Of course, after that is EOS, Ethereum Classic, Cosmos, and Neo. Take that for what it's worth. In my personal opinion, Neo used to be very hyped in 2017. Ethereum Classic, although it's not overhyped, in my opinion, it's uninvestable. Cosmos, I've not heard of. EOS, we all know about EOS. So that's the least overhyped. Let's jump to cryptocurrencies that had astronomical tweet volumes versus their trading activity, and they are as follows: TokenPay, Electroneum, Dragon Chain, Telcoin, and Digibyte. So TokenPay, scam. We've gone over this before. Electroneum. Electroneum is one that I see, or I used to see, Electroneum bots all the time, so this doesn't surprise me. Electroneum, to me, major turnoff for the amount of bots that they infect the community with. In my opinion, it is uninvestable. We have Dragon Chain, Telcoin, and Digibyte. Digibyte is a surprising one. I know a lot of people are into Digibyte. Let's continue. And actually, if you just wanted to see a more complete list, you can see that right here. TokenPay, Electronium, Dragon Chain, Telcoin, Digibyte, then IOTA, Phantom, Nash Exchange, Tomo Chain, PundiX. These are all coins that are hyped compared to their transaction volume. And let's dive a little deeper. So let's just look at high cap coins. Across the board, the largest cryptocurrencies by market cap have relatively consistent hype to activity ratios, with the exception of XRP. So you can see, well, for instance, the most overhyped coins had a hype to activity ratio in the hundreds, with TokenPay being at 911, 911. That's as opposed to Bitcoin, which has a hype to activity ratio of 1.7. Basically, all the market caps are hovering around 1, except for XRP, which is interesting. It doesn't have a hype to activity ratio in the hundreds, but it is higher than the other higher caps. And that's what's interesting is they didn't even include the hashtags XRP community, XRP standard, XRP army. If they included those, XRP spikes to 6.66. 33% of all XRP tweets use those hashtags, and XRP accounts for 6 times more tweets / trading than the average coin. Any of those people tweeting about the coin, are they banks? If not, I'm not interested. And then I did want to show you this. So they kind of put together, what does a fake account look like? So take Electronium, for example. In recent tweets on ETN, they came across accounts with strings of arbitrary numbers in their handle, typically a sign of fake accounts. So check this out. This is how you can tell hype without activity. You can see a large number of Twitter accounts with strings of random numbers after them, like right here, like right here. Oftentimes when normal people make Twitter handles, they don't put this many numbers. Besides that, multiple overhyped coins are often tagged in the same post, like right here, Electronium and Dragon Chain. And then also, I'm sure you've seen this, the absurdly high number of Twitter followers that just doesn't make sense. So Electronium, which by all accounts has died. I know there's still, some people are still working on it. I see the CEO still talking about it. But they, for instance, they have a community on Twitter of over 127,000 versus BitMEX that we actually know has real people using it, and they only have 64,000. So it just doesn't add up. Of course, a notable person that we all know is Justin Sun. On Facebook, Justin Sun has 6 million likes, while Coinbase, the largest exchange in crypto, with over 30 million users, just has 187,000 likes. So stuff like this just doesn't make sense. TokenPay replied, "You should be looking at the content of the tweets. Being engaged and transparent on social media is a good thing. Doing an index by volume of tweets is meaningless. Be that as it may, TokenPay is a scam in my opinion. It's meant to make the founders rich. Look into it if you haven't." I don't mind saying that. I'm going to leave a link to all the stuff in the description so you can check this out yourself. Okay, well, let's continue. Binance reveals Venus, its own project to rival Facebook's Libra. So Binance is launching an open blockchain project called Venus, focused on developing localized stablecoins worldwide. The exchange says it's seeking partnerships with governments, corporations, technology firms, and other crypto and blockchain projects in order to develop a new currency ecosystem that will empower both developed and developing countries. The exchange's vision for the project, per the announcement, is to build a new open alliance and sustainable community that enlists partners who wield influence on a global scale. So they want to get a team of elites together to compete with Facebook's coin. Binance's ambitious new venture appears to compete directly with plans from social media titan Facebook to launch a fiat-pegged stablecoin, Libra, that would power a global payment system network embedded into the company's 3 wholly owned apps, WhatsApp, Messenger, and Instagram. With Binance's choice to name their version Venus, Binance is also stepping into the astrological waters of both Facebook's Libra project and the Winklevoss's Gemini exchange. What is up with these astrological signs And what do the stars say will happen to this? In my personal opinion, this has probably just as much or just as little chance of working as Facebook. If they want to come into America, they're going to be faced with a string of regulations. And I just don't like how it's being phrased. They want to enlist partners who would wield influence on a global scale. They want to partner with governments, corporations, technological firms, and other cryptocurrency and blockchain projects. To me, this is going to be something that is going to be confiscatable. It's going to be centralized. It's not going to be what Bitcoin is. And I'm going to watch it very closely. Moving on, I thought this was really funny. Roger Ver, Bcasher and known antagonist for Bitcoin, tweeted this the other day. Who remembers when the average Bitcoin confirmation time was more than a week? That's why I switched to Bitcoin Cash. And then he shows a brief period in history when Bitcoin's network was clogged. And what I liked about this is what everybody else commented below. So we'll go through a couple of these. For instance, Tone Vase. Hindsight is always 2020. Sorry to inform you, but switching to PayPal with USD would have been a smarter choice than Bcash for peer-to-peer transactions because it is faster, cheaper, and a better store of value with lower volatility over the last 2 years. 3 laughy faces. I liked that. Bitcoin Magazine replied to Roger Ver. 3 different charts. The first one was Bitcoin's hash rate compared to Bcash's hash rate. Not even in the same league, and this puts Bitcoin's security astronomically higher than Bcash. Besides that, they tweeted Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash's median transaction value, showing that people trust Bitcoin with higher transactions. And then besides that, people trust Bitcoin with more transactions in its transaction history. If there was as much transactions on Bcash's blockchain as there was Bitcoin's blockchain, the fees would be higher. And what Roger Ver did and Jihan Wu with Bitcoin Cash, making the blocks bigger, yes, basically they're making it more centralized. The more centralized your thing is, the faster it will be. So really, yes, Bitcoin Cash's transactions at times can be cheaper, it can be faster. That's really because it's more centralized, less secure, and nobody's using it, as Tone Vase and Bitcoin Magazine pointed out. I'm going to like this too because I want to support Bitcoin Magazine. Next piece of news, then we're going to finish up this video with some big picture type stuff. Adoption. Rakuten, Japan's largest e-commerce, launches cryptocurrency wallet. So a lot of people say this is like the Amazon of Japan, but let me give you some facts. The wallet is currently available for Android smartphones and can be used to conduct spot trading of crypto assets. An iOS version is due for release at a later date. Using the mobile application, customers can create trading accounts in Rakuten's wallet app and make transactions. The cryptocurrency wallet will support depositing, withdrawing of Japanese yen, and depositing and withdrawing of cryptocurrency assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Bcash, as a security measure to ensure the safety. And I want you to imagine, as we read this, I want you to imagine that Amazon is looking at this and probably not wanting to get left behind. So as a security measure to ensure the safety of customer assets, all crypto assets owned by customers will be stored in an environment isolated from the internet, known as the cold wallet, and private keys managed through a multi-sig scheme. 2-step authentication is also required when logging in, making transactions. As per the press release, there will be no fees for opening or managing an account, purchasing or selling crypto assets, or depositing money. However, withdrawals may be charged for Japanese yen, and you can see the breakdown right here. This same company also operates Japan's biggest internet bank and #1 credit card company by transaction volume in combined services offered by e-commerce, fintech, and digital content and communications, has a span of over 1 billion users across the world and operates in 29 countries and regions. So, to put this in perspective, Japan's largest e-commerce company just launched a cryptocurrency wallet for users to trade Bitcoin. Rakuten is referred to the Amazon of Japan. They have over 1 billion users with access to buy Bitcoin. Let that sink in. I'm sure we can all see it's probably only a matter of time before Amazon does something similar. It's probably only a matter of time before we see more and more stories like this. And that is it for me today, my friends. My name is Aaron. This is Altcoin Daily. Feel free to follow us for daily videos on the cryptocurrency market. It's going to be a great year.